Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go back to Stewart on first. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. The 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
On second down, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Draw play, Newton to Stewart. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. This is Stewart again. And some room to work. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A great run that time by Stewart. 41 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Stewart on first down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now Newton on third and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
Darren Sproles, the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles with officially a 103-yard return. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. To throw on second down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Wentz now on first down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Second down following the incompletion. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You can't go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The tight end Olsen in motion. Stewart on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Another run, this time McCaffrey. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now. Out of the gun, Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 34 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. from the gun. Here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Jay's going to go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 78 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about... all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Funches with a catch over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Third and long. It's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 short. Able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 7.
Yeah, low fish.
I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, 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 amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Corner. Ripping them was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Then we pull up in the farthest. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. Yeah. Ooh, I'm laughing to the bank. Ooh, all new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah, that guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad flying, he ain't. Ooh, let me back, I gave me until I. I was going on Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hit. Get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. Low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna.
Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Newton. And Dixon over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Julius Peppers in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Wins to throw on second down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Flush to, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vinny Curry able to drop him for a loss of 4. Throwing on third down, Newton steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second and 10 here. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Throwing on third and long. Newton, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
Smith catches left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third down now following the completed pass. Wentz. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Here's Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Wentz on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 82 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Newton now on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
This will be taken at the 10. So a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And Jeffrey's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that's caught by Smith. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy who can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And some room to roam now. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. This is Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Newton. Now he's forced out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an...
Jay's gonna go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win. And
now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second down, McCaffrey. Room here to run. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
To throw on second down is Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. To throw on second down, Newton. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it? And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 14 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The tight end Olsen in motion. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They run again with a J. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to Jeffrey. 23 yards on the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They run with a J. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They run the counter now on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. One
of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wentz. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Eagles are in for 6.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall on in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field, and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing is Newton. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They run the counter now on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of our doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way I feel. Mine's been racing so long, yeah. It's just no way to deal with these problems alone. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just wanna see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you wanna make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the list, and I've been on the mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my everybody got fights. Yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this, and I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Man, make a villain. I just take the